The plan to produce business process is fully supported by Microsoft Dynamics GP2013. The execution portion of this process is primarily manufacturing order processing. Let's take a look. This demo will show how to release, receive, and review a manufacturing order in Microsoft Dynamics GP. 3 simple steps. Create and issue material to a manufacturing order. Release and complete the MO. Review the complete timeline of the MO. Click the play button to review the demo. There are multiple ways that we can create a manufacturing order within Microsoft Dynamics GP. An order can be created directly from a sales order, such as a make-to-order environment. An order can be derived from an MPS or master production schedule. We can simply transfer an MRP-created planned manufacturing order, or we can create one manually. Let's go and take a look at what an order looks like. This is a manufacturing order. I'm not going to go through every field, but you can see some of the features and functions associated with the selections. I can determine what bill of material I want to use is the basis for this manufacturing order. In the case of having multiple routings, I can determine which particular routing I want to use. I can define end quantities and start quantities in the case of scrap. And of course, I can set criteria regarding the dates and the scheduling preferences. Now, manufacturing orders in Microsoft Dynamics GP are governed by their status. The status allows us to interact with the orders in particular ways. Let's go ahead and click on the Schedule MO button. So we went ahead and scheduled the MO as well as built the pick list. And what that really means is we loaded the capacity on the work centers that are going to be required based on the routing for this MO. On the materials side, we built the pick list based on the bill of materials selection for this particular MO. What we're going to do now is change the MO status because we want to further the process and we need to interact with the manufactured order in a particular way. So let's go ahead and change the MO status to be released. Click on the drop-down box next to the MO status field. Now let's go ahead and release the MO by selecting Released as the MO status. What this will allow us to do is to work with the component inventory that's required based on the bill of material for this particular manufacturing order. Using our Go To button, we want to go ahead and navigate to those other windows that are related to this particular manufacturing order entry window, as well as this particular manufacturing order. Now this is an entirely optional step. What we want to do is look at the component inventory that is going to be required for this manufacturing order. So let's open the component transaction entry window by clicking on it. Now this window displays all the components and sub-assemblies that are required for the production of our item within this particular manufacturing order. And you can see that we have a variety of component item number here as well as quantities, unit of measure, where they're going to be pulled from, and where they're going to be issued to. Now again, this is an entirely optional step. I could backflush all my items and not have to worry about this particular window. But what I want you to do is select Mark All, because we want to maintain some control over what is going to be issued to this particular manufacturing order. Now that we have verified that we really do want to issue these particular components to this manufacturing order, we are going to go ahead and print a pick list. We don't have to do this, but the reason I'm showing you is that we can maintain control over all components or select components of a particular manufacturing order. It's entirely up to the user, and we can change at any time and we can change it by manufacturing order. This is an example of the document that a warehouse worker would use when they walk through the warehouse and pick the particular items for our manufacturing order. Once we know the materials have been picked and issued to the manufacturing order, the next step is to post. This will reduce component inventory. In other words, we are issuing that component inventory to the work in process. Now again, this is entirely optional. We don't have to interact with the manufacturing component transaction entry screen, and we can determine when we want to interact with it based on the item level within a manufacturing order. If there's a basic component that we simply want to backflush at standard, then we can choose to do that as well. Please click on the Post button. We have a manufacturing order, it's released, and we have issued materials to it. Let's go ahead and complete it. From the Go To menu, click Manufacturing Order Receipt Entry. To put finished goods into inventory, we need to post our receipt. In the Manufacturing Order Receipt Entry window, we now have a receipt quantity of 5. I would like you to click on the Post button. Note the status of this MO. This manufacturing order has changed to complete. Now I'd like to review one of the most popular windows in the Microsoft Dynamics GP Manufacturing Suite. Click on the Go To menu. Click on the Manufacturing Order activity on the Go To menu. This window provides a complete chronology of this manufacturing order. If you look at the information that's displayed in this window and read from the bottom up, you can see all the steps and dates that occurred with this manufacturing order. As you can see, manufacturing order processing within Microsoft Dynamics GP Manufacturing is extremely flexible. The Microsoft Dynamics GP Manufacturing series can handle make-to-stock, mixed mode, simple process, and make-to-order operations. Thank you for viewing this quick overview of our manufacturing series.